It was a crisp fall morning in Bear Country. Halloween was just was at night, and it was October 31st. And Brother and Sister Bear were walking through Bear Country and looking around. Their Halloween decorations were everywhere. Brother and Sister were really excited to go trick-or-treating later on at night. "I can't wait for tonight," Sister said happily. "I can't wait to try out my costume," Brother replied as he and Sister were walking down more on the path to see the houses that have their decorations on. "It's so much fun to trick-or-treat," Sister said. "Oh, and I've asked Lizzie to come with us." "Great," exclaimed Brother happily. "Freddy's coming too." "Let's go right after sunset," Sister replied. "You bet," said Brother. "We got a lot of candy collecting to do." Then the cubs stopped and stared at the house that was down on Crooked Lane. "But there is one place we won't be stopping to trick-or-treat." "Witter Jones' house," Brother and Sister Bear both said at the same time. "I heard she flies around in a broomstick at night," Brother started. "I heard she cooks up spells in her witch's cauldron," Sister added. "I heard it from Freddy, who heard it from Lenny, who heard it from Fuzzy, that she turns cubs into statues," Brother said, and that to Sister, it made her jump a bit. "Statues?" Sister asked nervously. "Statues," Brother nodded, while saying yes, when he and Sister looked to see a shadowy figure on the shadow of the windows of the house. When they saw Witter Jones inside, they both turned and ran away scared all the way back until they could no longer see her house. Later on that night, all the cubs got home and dressed up in their costumes. Sister was a ballerina and Brother was a monster. They both can hear Mama, who was on her way inside the house. The cubs were in their costumes, hid under the kitchen table. Mama Bear walked inside. "I'm home," Mama called but there was no response. "Hello?" Mama called again, but there was still no answer. Then she could hear quiet giggling, and she knew the cubs were around. "I guess I'm all alone in the house," she said as Brother and Sister Bear crawled out from under the table and surprised their Mama. "Oh my, those are very scary costumes. I'm so scared I can't put my groceries away." Mama was teasing the cubs by pretending she was scared of the costumes that Brother and Sister were wearing, but she knew it was them. "We'll do it for you, Mama," Sister Bear replied as she and Brother Bear got started on putting the groceries away. "And remember, don't touch the candy. Those are for the trick-or-treaters tonight," Mama Bear replied after the groceries were put away. Brother and Sister got a map that shows all the houses in Bear Country that they'll be going to visit on Halloween. They were in the living room when Mama Bear found them looking at a map, so she walked inside the living room. "What are you two up to?" Mama Bear asked. "It's a trick-or-treat map," Brother explained. "We're figuring out what houses to visit tonight," Sister replied as she and Brother were pointing out all the houses that they'd be planning to stop by when Mama notices that the cubs missed Witter Jones' house. "It looks like you missed Witter Jones' house," Mama explained. "Well, we did that on purpose," Brother said. "You did? Why?" asked Mama. "Because she's a witch," Brother said. "Oh, nonsense. Witter Jones is very sweet and kind-hearted. In fact, I saw her at the market today. She's planning on making a special treat for all the cubs in the neighborhood. So when you both get home, I want to see that you paid Witter Jones a visit." Mama Bear then left the room. Brother and Sister Bear were just stared at each other when they heard a noise coming from the other room, followed by a thump and a loud crash. The cubs saw that it was only Papa, dressed up to try to scare the cubs. "Oh, Papa, it's only you," Sister Bear giggled. It's only your old Papa Bear trying to give you a scare," he said, laughing. "We heard a loud thump, and we wanted to make sure that you were okay," Brother replied. "I'll be okay. Well, cubs, Lizzie and Freddy should be here soon," Papa Bear replied as he left the room. Sister and Brother Bear stared at each other again. "So, I guess we're going?" Sister asked. "I guess so," Brother replied. When the sun was setting, Lizzie Bruin and Cousin Fred came to the treehouse to meet up with Brother and Sister. When the sun was gone, Sister walked outside. "Come on, Lizzie," she said as she walked outside. Then Lizzie walked outside after Sister Bear, who she was a vampire for Halloween, followed by Cousin Fred, who was dressed up as a pirate, and Brother Bear, who was the last one out. Mama and Papa were at the door watching the cubs head out. "Remember, stay in the neighborhood," reminded Papa Bear. "And don't eat any treats until you get home," Mama Bear added. "And have fun," Papa added when the cubs waved goodbye. "We will," they all said as they trick-or-treated down the road until they hit a lot of houses, and they got a lot of candy that their sacks were getting full. It was like they were carrying a lot of stuff. "We're getting a ton of candy, right, Freddy?" Brother asked. "I know," Fred replied. His arms were getting sore from all the candy in his bag. "My arms are getting tired." "This is the best Halloween haul ever," Lizzie said as the 4 cubs stopped when they were at the house of Witter Jones. "Uh-oh, look where we are now," Fred pointed out. The cubs realized that they were at the Witter Jones's house. "Witter Jones's house?" Brother said. "Anyone see a witch flying on her broomstick?" Lizzie asked. Then all of a sudden, a bushwhacking noises could be heard. At first, they weren't sure who or what was making the noises. Then 3 big cubs jumped out of the bushes and yelled boo. The cubs jolted a bit. "Ha ha," one of the big cubs said. It was only Too Tall and his no-good gang. "Well, what do we have here? Some little cubs trick-or-treating. Ooh, look at all the spooky costumes." "Look at that, Too Tall. That's the scariest ballerina I've ever seen," said Smirk as he was making fun of Sister Bear's costume. "And look at the scariest monster I have ever seen," Scuzz said. "Oh, wait a second. That's Brother." Too Tall and his gang laughed when they were teasing Brother and Sister Bear in front of their friends. "Ha ha, very funny," Brother said, not liking what Too Tall and his gang were up to next. Then Brother Bear made fun of him by saying made him, Sister, and Lizzie and Fred all laugh. "You guys are trick-or-treating?" Brother asked Too Tall and his gang. "No way," Too Tall replied. "We're here to have some real Halloween fun. We're going to put the trick back into trick-or-treating," Scuzz added. "And we're starting off by decorating Witter Jones' house with some of this," Too Tall said, showing a roll of toilet paper. "Aren't you guys scared?" Lizzie asked. "No way," Scuzz replied. "We're not scared of anything. Before you make her mad, can we go and get our candy first?" Brother asked. Then Too Tall had an idea. "We'll tell you what. We'll knock on the door first, just to make sure it's okay for you guys," Too Tall said. "Are we going there?" Fred asked in confusion. "Are you serious?" Lizzie added. "Well, Mama told us that Witter Jones is nice," Brother explained. "She has special treats for us," Sister added. As Too Tall and his gang started to walk away, a scream came out of nowhere and stepped right in front of Too Tall and his gang. It was a girl with gray skin, long claws, and blonde hair. She was wearing ragged clothes and started to chase them. They ran away as the door to Witter Jones's house opened. "It's Witch Jones!" Lizzie shouted. "Let's get out of here!" Sister shouted as the cubs tried to run, but all 3 of them were captured. Brother was the only one besides Too Tall and his gang who got away from Witter Jones. He walked back to the house to try to look around, hoping that Sister and his friends were okay. "Sister? Lizzie? Freddy? Anyone?" Brother called, but there was no answer. Brother then could see an open window to hear the cubs screaming, and Witter Jones was inside. "So nice of you to come here, my pretties. Now don't go anywhere. I'll be back with my little friends." The Wicked Witch voice said, and Brother knew it was Witter Jones. "She really is a witch." Brother had to act fast if he wanted to save his friends from danger. "I have to rescue them." Brother ran towards the window and climbed inside. Once inside, Fred, Lizzie, and Sister were all scared. They all looked like they were about to cry. "Hurry, we can escape from the window," Brother said, when a hooded man growled and blocked the path. Then there was a blonde girl with claws that appeared with a smoking zombie with a long tongue that appeared along with a big fat zombie was with Witter Jones. "Now I need is my big guy. Tank!" she called loudly. In a cave in the forest, a huge zombie was woken by the call of his owner. He roared and began to run through bear country. He started to knock down trees in the forest area where he was hidden in the cave to cause some trees to catch on fire. Then he started to attack the areas of bear country by throwing rubbles of road at the houses, causing fires. He also started to push and shove cars, and the bears that were in his way, he basically shoved them out of his way. Some cars exploded, some caught on fire. Bears were screaming and running away in terror as the huge zombies started to charge for bear country. The bears that were in his way ran for their life. He injured some of them along the way and even killed very few of them. Soon he got to Witter Jones's house and smashed down the door. "I'm here, Witter Jones," the big zombie said. "Is that a tank?" Brother asked. "Let's go to the world under here and see if anyone can get those cubs back," Witter Jones said as she, along with her zombies, took the 4 cubs and they charged down the basement. Meanwhile, back at the tree house where the bear family lived, Mama was watching TV while Papa was handing out the candy to trick-or-treaters at the door. Something is not right, Papa. I just know it, Mama Bear said as Papa sat down with Mama Bear on the couch. Relax, Mama. I'm sure the cubs are doing fine. Papa Bear replied by patting Mama's back. I understand what you mean, Papa. Like I'm worried about brother and sister along with Fred and Lizzie. Mrs. Bruin called and asked if Lizzie was back yet. Mama Bear said as she was so worried. I'm sure they're on their way back now. Why not we just sit down and watch some TV? Papa suggested as the news channel came on. We have breaking news to Bear Country. We have been under attack not far from Crooked Lane, which an unknown creature has attacked the forest and the houses of Bear Country. Forest fires have been happening since it started. Houses were on fire, cars were on fire, some exploded while some bears were attacked. Most of them made it out okay. Some of them were injured enough that they were heading to the hospital for treatment, and few of them were killed. We have no idea who or what this creature is, but the streets near Crooked Lane is closed until the damage is cleared. Stay tuned for more details. Mama and Papa were shocked and scared. Oh my, the cubs must be out there somewhere when it happened, Mama said as she was worried. I have the same feeling too, dear. I think we better go down near Witter Jones' house and pick up the cubs up. I really hope they're okay, Papa Bear said as he and Mama walked outside, and they got in the car and they drove into the search for the cubs. Mama and Papa were driving down the road when they saw police cars up ahead near where Crooked Lane is and where the road is closed. Oh dear, the road is closed due to what we have heard on the news. Is there another way to get to where Witter Jones lives? Mama asked. There is a shortcut to her house. There is a back road that will take us there. But this road, it hasn't been paved or used in a long time, Papa Bear said as he and Mama took the car and they went for the shortcut. Papa went as slow as he can over the potholes to avoid getting a flat tire. Then he was at Witter Jones' house. I'm so glad we're here. Mama and Papa got out of their car and looked around the front door of Witter Jones' house. I really hope that big thing didn't hurt the cubs, Mama said, worried as she and Papa walked inside. Soon they saw a large hole created, and it was supposed to be Witter Jones' cellar. Mama, look what I found. A doorway cave-like style to the cellar, he said. Mama looked at it. The cubs must be down there, Mama said. Maybe we can get the police to... Now, Mama, if we get the police involved in the case, they may never find them. It's up to us to find them, and we'll go down there and save them. Papa and Mama both walked down inside the cellar to find themselves in a cave. This cave must lead somewhere, Papa said as he and Mama walked down the cave, wondering what it would lead them to. Sister, brother, Lizzie, Freddie, Mama called, but no one replied. Papa only saw a really old-looking bridge. Now careful while going over this bridge. It looks very old-looking, Papa said, and Mama, as he and Papa walked over the bridge. I sure hope the cubs are okay. Then Mama and Papa soon see a light at the end of the cave. There's a light. We must be getting close, Mama said as she and Papa got close to the light that they were in a city, that it was a place that they never have seen before. Are you dreaming or this is real? Papa asked in shock. We've been living above this world and no one even knows it, Mama Bear said looking around. The scene was a dark gray and it was raining, but it was also nighttime. Now we have to get down there and see if we can find the cubs. Maybe someone can help us, or at least tell us where the cubs are, Papa said as he and Mama were walking down the path that led them to the city's area. Meanwhile, there were some voices in the city. Of course, Mama and Papa weren't sure where the voices came from, but they ended up realizing it might have been whispers warning them that they shouldn't be here. Mama and Papa then finally got inside the city in one of the alleyways. It's very quiet, Mama said. I sure hope we could find someone, or maybe he or she can help us, Papa said as Mama then was hearing voices coming down the alleyway. I hear voices in the alleyway. We should get out of there in case if they're not nice, Mama suggested as she and Papa ran out of the room. They left the door open a crack to see what was going on. There was new species that they never discovered before. 4 humans. There was a biker guy, a businessman, a veteran, and a college student girl, and they were all walking down the alleyways with guns. Maybe they can help us look for the cubs. I sure hope they can, Papa said. Hold up, the old man said, who is the veteran. He looked down at the rotting corpses of the zombies. Are you sure I don't hear anyone else besides us? The business guy asked, although he was a manager at a store. There might be someone Then there was crying coming from the door, and the college student girl stared at. Somebody must be still alive. She, along with the veteran guy, walked inside the room slowly. Hello? Hello? She called. We can help. She was cut off when the light shined to see that there was a blonde-haired infected girl. Lights off, the veteran said as the attack of the zombies were going on to the 4 humans, and they stayed together to fight the zombies. They are so skilled, Mama said. And real quick, Papa added. The college girl then got out a pipe bomb and was about to throw it at the zombies. Fire in the hole! She shouted, and she threw the pipe bomb towards the zombies. Then Papa and Mama saw Witter Jones was flying away as a witch flying away. Hey, Witter Jones! Papa and Mama both ran out to grab their attention. Come back with the cubs! Mama shouted. If you want them, Mama and Papa Bear, you'll have to play my game. Witter Jones flew away as a map dropped onto the ground. It's a map, Papa said, looking for the map. It was a game of where they were in. Those red circles where we have to go find the cubs, and it looks like they are 4 circles. So that means Witter Jones has placed the cubs in 4 different locations. We'll definitely need some help. Papa and Mama Bear looked to see 4 survivors having their guns out. A horde of zombies were then on their way. Yike! Papa screamed as he and Mama Bear were running away from the horde of zombies. The survivors followed them. Mama and Papa climbed up the ladder of the rooftop of the hotel. The college student girl got up top too and started to shoot the zombies so her friends can get up to safely. Go! I'll hold them off, she said. The tank was approaching the survivors and they all had to get away. The ladder was about to break off and the college student then jumped onto the roof. She was lucky the biker guy grabbed her hand and he managed to help her up onto the roof. We made it! I can't believe we made it! The manager said as Mama and Papa showed themselves to the survivor group. They were shocked. Who are you supposed to be? The veteran guy said as he held his gun pointing at Mama and Papa Bear. Look, we don't need any trouble, but our cubs are in danger and in need of help, Mama Bear said as she started to say as the college student made the veteran put down his gun by giving him a stern look on her face. The veteran did as he was told. A witch had 5 creature friends, and they took our cubs away, along with 2 others. She's telling the truth, Bill, the college student said. How can we trust them, Zoe? You can't trust people anymore nowadays days, Bill replied. It won't hurt to give a shot. They seem that they seem to need help, so we can make sure that they're not a threat, the biker guy said. Zoe pointed her gun had her gun pointed down on the ground. You're not a threat? Are you sure this is some trick? Zoe growled. Honestly, we're both not a threat. And plus, we're not tricking you, Papa Bear said. But why not you tell us who you guys are? I'm Bill. This college is the college student named Zoe. That's Francis, the biker dude. And the manager man, his name is Lewis. The veteran said. Now you know our names, on who we are. Why not you two tell us who you guys are? Well, I'm Mama Bear. And this is my husband, Papa Bear. Our cubs are missing, and we really need help, Mama pleaded. Well, we can help you get with that, Lewis said. But Bill wasn't so sure if the group should still trust them. Bill, agree that you'll help them. Whatever you like it or not, we're helping this couple. I guess it's worth a shot. Fine, Bill grumbled quietly. We'll get those cubs back. Do you know what they look like? Francis asked as Mama showed the survivors a group photo of brother, sister, Lizzie, and Fred on the picture. They seem so happy. I wish we were happy if it wasn't for the infection. Zoe sighed. Okay, we'll help. So, what or who captured them? A friend of mine. Well, I'm not sure if she's a friend now or not, but she's kidnapped 2 of my cubs along with 2 of her friends, Mama Bear said. Well, we can help you with that, but you said a witch took them? Who is this witch? Bill asked. It was my friend. Her name is Witter Jones. She had 5 friends with her, and one of them was a huge creature, Mama Bear continued, and he was at Bear Country, which is what the world above us is. He had destroyed some homes, killed a couple, and he killed and even injured some people along the way, causing some forest fires. Oh my god, I can't imagine having to go through something like that for the second time. That big creature was a tank. Then there was a smoker zombie Then there was a smoker who was a zombie, and he was smoky and he had a long tongue. And the fat guy is called a boomer, and he'll puke on anyone on sight. And then there's a hooded zombie, which is a hunter, and he will pounce on anyone in his way. And there's the crying blonde woman with long claws, and she's a witch. We'll get them back. Don't worry, Zoe said, explaining the fact on who the zombies were that helped Witter Jones capture the cubs.